Hey, I'm a bit reluctant to record this at this point, but I'd rather say it now and capture some of it in case I die on the road. This is too precious to hold back. So many different things from my experience at Shakti Fest. What a lovely human experience for so many people. To recap, about a week and a half prior, I saw my sweet friend Grace Furman bicycling in town in Encinitas, and texting her to catch up. She offered an opportunity to be of service and perform seva, and I was allowed to perform maha seva, which I guess is more service. So I was slated for 8 hours a day, and I got there late Thursday night, and right from the start, there's just so many opportunities to drop in and experience sensation, experience connection to divine, God, universe, others, relationship, intimacy, whatever you want. So many opportunities. Just lay it out in front, and which one do you choose? Which one did I choose? And I chose as many as I could. I got very little sleep over the entire weekend. I worked a lot, and it was interesting because I set up in my mind. I had gone to the festival to work. In doing so, I was given campsite, I was given food, and then I got to go to the festival for free, and it turned out to be an amazing blessing. Thank God I've been shown how to have a good attitude, because I enjoyed the hell out of what I was doing, and I was able to support and cooperate and co-create and just be part of creating this festival, which again was just this incredibly lovely plethora of opportunities for everybody, whether it was dance, yoga, kirtan, connection, body work, breath work, processing, relationships, community, tribe, all of it. That was all available. So it didn't matter to me really how much I was working, because what I got to do was kind of babysit and monitor the video recording of several workshops. And I'll go into detail about which ones that I did before, but in doing so, I had the unique perspective and opportunity to, in some ways I was able to participate, maybe not as deeply as the rest of the participants, but I was also able to bear witness to what was going on in these workshops, and I got to see so many individual and collective experiences of transformation and healing and just deep sensation and experience and willingness to drop in, willingness to be honest with themselves, willingness to acknowledge things that had been hidden or obscured in all these different forms, whether it was breath work, whether it was yoga, whether it was Shakti yogini circle. Bear in mind, this nomenclature is somewhat new to me. I kind of get it. I get the sense of him, but I may not understand all the labels. But everybody there was seeking, I think, what everybody else in the world is looking for. There was no difference. There was no separation. They just happened to do it in a different color, in a different fashion, and in a different language. And all people, shapes and sizes, ages, kids, old, new, just incredible. So, like I said, I'm able to bear witness to these things, to these experiences, and I could not help myself. I had to go up to some people who kind of saw me in the periphery, in the background, and I had to share what I got to see them go through, and it gave me so many opportunities to connect to new friends and brothers and sisters, because this is this deeply personal experience that I got to see, that they were willing to do in my presence. And so, there's this layer of privacy that is beautiful when where people allow themselves to drop their guard, to let down their walls and be intimate and be vulnerable and be transparent. And I know that for many people, it's one person that they seek out for marriage and partnership, or best friends, or brothers and sisters, and maybe in the broad spectrum of a person's life, they may share certain slices to deep levels of intimacy with certain people. Like, maybe I've got this incredible love of football, and my God, my football pals, we go deep. And my tech geek friends, they're different. They don't overlap with the circle of football friends, and we geek out. For me, it's not football, it's ultimate frisbee. But then it's, there's intimacy and sexual connection. And again, there are only certain people that are willing and able, that I choose to dive deep in with in that part of my life. So this is, all these different things came up during this weekend because, every hour and a half there's another workshop, there's another teaching, there's another Dharma talk, there's another, and then there's all the booths that were set up with healers and so on, and then running into, incredibly wise people just on the walkway to get some food or a tasty beverage. It's, so many people just sharing openly, generously of their hearts and their experiences. So this goes on for over 72 hours. Oh, and then there's the music. People get really turned on at a hard rock concert or a punk show or even jazz. It's just a different flavor of turn on. It's a different zone of groove and rock and roll, and this was a particular flavor of music, this kirtan and chanting, and it's not quite my brand yet. I'm trying it on, but I've tasted it. I can get a sense of, wow, being deeply devotional with music and chant and having, hundreds of people around that are all doing the same thing. It is a chance to get connected to myself, to divinity, to others. I'll be right back.